see. Reach decrease, you see? Reach decrease 51%. Uncle for my mini so many me bay you. So many on my bay but your mom ran out no share page in a moment. Let's do something quick. Charlie, must say I had one share page and now. Let's start. Why? I mean, yes, an internet, so then I be Ghana internet. I'm trying to share it and no, but it's not going. Whew. Bless God for today. They say my reach has been decreased 51%. I don't know what that means. Well, I know what that means, but I don't know why that should be the case. Now we are here. Obaso ano ashebia mama, yeah. Obi awa bia obaso ano ashebia mama. Thank you. Oh, I didn't know kosi. That is crazy. Internet internet very, very bad. Internet very, very bad in there. Gosh. This is crazy. Pachoba so I know a comment now I share near with the course why. But I'm only 4 minutes into it. Okay, a bit to me by 5:30. Just something simple for the day. Light off be on my light off. On my light off. Now I got train winning now, Bano. Nyame enne okay. So mobile mon share page no mama. I told me chill be a me be so about political zones so ba no share. Thank you bye earlier but why win light off near there and easy. Now and then I'm dreaming bibi who say how did Ghanaians survive under John Mahama and his doom so because sabi we cry na yes so amudumu say then light in the background. Just look at the struggle. Look how unbearable it is. Then you endure that same thing for 4 years. Can you imagine? Hey, Ghana for Mr. Mistake we are no be person here and one. a mistake ebe cost to country way a lot. Some mistake na yen mu bia ya adwen say pese ye no e ya de a ebe cost to country way papa, because picture just sleeping in no light for just one night keke hwe the way it here endra eja yen ya ye generator there ebiti ye na yen ya ye ni generator ni area he ni na sum, nothing is going on. Open yi omo je den indomie for crapon because there is no light. Indomie for eja omo de rain or shine omo be gina ho one ebo ase be ghetto youth and indomie for crap card them because nsu ato pa ama light na akwakoye problem. And so I wonder how were we able to endure this whole John Mahama era of doomso for 4 years, like. And then me we some bo Esla AEB tape be trying to say and now no na or toy you it's quite sad, you know, because when you have men of God who don't think or who don't reason but only want to be heard, they just want to be heard, they just want people to know that yes we are as to the seriousness of who they are, like there is nothing serious about them. A whole man of God stands in front of his pulpit to preach against a government that his government, like the work that this government has done, his government was not able to do. Yet Kofi Oduro saying the three who she wa koshini wi no the bigina sorry them no kan kwasi asem ya na ye me ya say we have so-called prominent men who are not prominent at all. We have people he was rather telling say if Akufo-Addo is not able to finish this cathedral, then he has failed. The cheek of it, a very, very stupid man of God for that sake, for mentioning that stupidity. It is like say yeah, the government bad. Is it only one project? Any interest a government in a failure and as failure and a cathedral. Prophet Kofi said, Pastor Kofi, you are an eyesore to humanity, and you are a very, very, excuse me to say, demonic person to even be calling the name of God. But and then no God no be able be keke obi kuni person see we be na wasa obi be preacher chero, because Kofi Oduro say wo dwene na say wunim how amembo ti a, you know say amembo enye one side fit so and as amembo enye one thing. Until for you to go ahead and say Nanado entimi enwe cathedral no by January 7th 2025, that means the next government has failed. Have you imagined how many kids has benefited from his government? Kofi Oduro, have you really sat down to think about Nehemiah Sebi where to me aye? Why do we always want to talk about the negative? Why do we always strive on the negative? The menko can be bina and striking nerves, bina and striking chords, bina who said the manual to me be very stupid. What he said was very stupid, especially when you know the circumstances surrounding this whole cathedral. I'm sorry, he's a man of God, but that man of God or that God that he serves, I don't think is the same Yeshua that I serve. Because Yeshua, somebody who serves Yeshua wouldn't talk stupidly. And that is honest. You know, Okoka almost you are a plain, at the end. Yeah, Jimmy and your plane. It's the American. If you drew the no, you know, Jimmy and your plane. And I'll be honest with you guys. Some of you can get angry at me because he be our software and whatever. But he's not thinking straight. Because for you to rate a government just on one project, say one project, but that is how you are going to rate a government on. You are not a serious person. We should even be taken serious in any way. And as I'm kind of saying, you are not someone we should. Yeah, like you are not somebody who is abreast with stuff, and because unfortunately, when you're member ni be dada or muntina, you come and sit there and open your mouth and talk anything you don't know. For your information, when Nanado decided that, hey, listen, apart from his building a house for God, or building a place of worship, there are other beneficial things that can come from this whole thing they call, I'm like cathedral. I was expecting you people, somebody like you, Kofi Oduro, to defend the government to make sure that it is built. But stupidly, somebody like you sat down and allowed somebody like Okuja Ablokwa, who has never spoken any truth in his life. All he thinks, and he said, they be on Koya Niame Hunya, and Niambo Ding, hey, Ablokwa so baby. Ablokwa was also there, Sam. That is all he's doing. That is all he's doing. When these people, NDC and his people, charged against this cathedral business. I was expecting the Christian faith to go on a demonstration. I'm being honest. I was expecting the Christian nation to go on demonstration because this is what you like. This is your worship. When our brothers in the Muslim community decided to build a mosque, we did not hear any of these nonsense. Does that mean that the government didn't contribute one cedi to it? It's a lie. Okay, when they wanted to build the first central mosque that Rollins was, alive those times, the country gave them land, country gave them seed money, and they were able to construct the first, mosque. All right, the first national mosque. That is how it got constructed. Now more a Christopher obi atunani asim sebe mo kingdom so na ma ye kom no obi on SCS we sua nyame adwuma sebe Kofi Oduro entumi nka wotiwe ka do we osikasa gbegbegbe onum wi de beka nkwase asem no anka eba ne say na nka wate asim na nka wo so ka bi say hey, we Christians also deserve something. Omampani bia behu say the economic benefits ya yebenya e wo cathedral no mu dooso enti mo ma yenye na sebe nye hiribaba kra na ebe ye no wa improvide the adwuma ma Ghana for improvide the adwuma ma one year pay adwuma ye. A cathedral that has a clinic and a hospital in it, a cathedral that has a library, a cathedral that has a garden, a cathedral that has a bookstore, a cathedral that has so many amenities included with this cathedral. We sat down as Christians and allowed the foolish party, which has done nothing better for Ghana after 27 years, to tell us that the cathedral is not a good thing. It is not a necessity right now. You see how foolish they are. It is a necessity for NDC to spend $1.5 million to just go and brand the bus. So almost they said 1.5 million eco paint bus the Jerry John Sebi Kufoni we no mutibon ho according to NDC for no eno ye more profitable chain say ye basic cathedral Sebi anya hwe kra ye fa say cathedral no amfo obi adwuma mu kra no one ye be clean ho one ye be no anuane de akọ one ye be to nsuo ni ade ho ebenya adwuma ye. We sit in this country thinking critical is a problem. Nobody wants to think critical. Everybody wants to talk about eat, didi, eat. We have reduced a whole country, a whole nation like Ghana into a duane price. That is all Ghana is now talking about. A duane, everything is a duane. Any monumental thing this government has done, they don't want to talk about it. Any good thing this government has brought forth, they don't want to talk about it. And then you have fools like Kofi Oduro. I'm sorry, and please forgive me if my words are too harsh, but that man is not a thinking man. That Kofi Oduro man of a pastor or reverend or whatever his name is, he doesn't think. Because or you'll be a ordonyame, na openyame juma, yenkuntia sore danya yesiame nyame. Regardless of what the case is. Especially when it's not fully being funded by the state. That is the part I hear me, yeah. The man NDC for better and say, and sikano, omo discuss coach, Ghana sika hin the kumu. Mo de call yi sebe finance committee mo kotena censorship say ye be censor the finance minister because we ko iska ensese wo ye di akoye cathedral wa adwuma ye betwe mu entesa and especially where he took the money from. He as the finance minister is authorized by the law to do so, but esa say ye ni vision. It's answer any reasoning. It's answer any thinking. Gamchina sabi you to me the jina semu to no. You can't ya Ghana sika ni dikosia sorry dine. Yempene we end this for say Ekufuado the Ghana sika kwekusia sorry dine. Yempene forgetting the economic liberation that can bring. That can be a venue for God's sake. The cathedral was going to include a venue. A venue whereby people, there is a lot of things that was coming with the cathedral, but people like Kofi Oduro who are short-sighted, all they see is the people that support their ministry and gives them money. They will not talk about the good things of the cathedral. You stood there and allowed Okujato Kakawure, who doesn't know God, who doesn't care about God, who doesn't care about Christianity, come to lie to you, say the cathedral, no, everybody should fight against it. And fools like you fought against it. Kofi Oduro, fools like you fought against it. The same thing you fought against so that it would not see the day, the daylight. You come back again to complain that if somebody doesn't build that means they have failed. Mekatros and Nana Akufo-Addo will remain the best president ever for Ghana. I don't care what Nkrumah did. I'm being honest with you people. But Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, his legacy will speak for him. His legacy will speak for him because Kofi Oduro, what the Womako school are results to a woman now just Woma Bomodi and as Woma Momoding. Results no so nyaba akope. You go social studies, you can't say religious and moral, then maths, science, English, there. All these things are subject, and based on the totality of it is how we determine if your son passed or if your daughter passed. But foolishly, because you see Kuramai or Kenya Mesem into a baby Bejino Ken Kankwasi Asem, and people will buy into these people. It's quite appalling. Sometimes my heart bleeds for Ghana. Say, into that ben you best start your journey critically. That ben you best start your master say Ghana enyan into my pefra. That ben you be jai those emotional type of politics. That ben you be jai say Jimmy type of politics. Say ma buying enyama buying the teswa. The ediba baby anye. It's very foolish. And to have a so-called pastor who claims say then you were not able to stand for God. You were not able to stand for God, Kofi Oduro. You sit there and shout to be we are not baga. I can't quite say anyhow because people are listening to you. But you can't defend the God you claim you are serving and teaching people to know God. You are a fool. I'm sorry. And I make an okona sorry. I'm very sorry. But like it doesn't make sense to me at all. That Kofi Oduro man doesn't make sense to me. No, okay, Kadi Abema you to know why and then he do and I will cut it and I will check. Sorry to use this word, but this is what he does. Intimate Shaman him to say the Amiya Bibi or soft no preach. This is the type of statement he makes. Some for Jina puppets no be channel, be caught in a DM Kwasiakika, all because you want to be relevant, all because you want the youth to listen to you and feel say, hey, you're a guy, on your guy. Kofi Oduro, you are not a guy one bit. And I'm telling you, say, Dr. Bawumia is going to win this election and shame people like you. You fight a cathedral from not being built. Then the same person that fought the cathedral comes back again to tell you, say, oh, cathedral, and wait and see how we feel. Go and look at the records of Akufo-Addo. Now, Kofa, when this is Tantaina, Udi, Eche, Kofa, some record, bra, and let us compare the records. Kofi Oduro, so what's the way a bear man, me, FELIX APPIAH, I'm in Ghana. Let me have you debate one-on-one in your own church so that I will expose your stupidity to your church members for them to find a better church to go and not a useless pastor who doesn't understand even the tenets of God. When people are defending the kingdom, people put their life down to defend the kingdom. A whole cathedral is going to be built. You sat down stupidly in that church of yours, didn't say a word to support it. Now the project is stalled. The project has been kept somewhere. The same person who couldn't defend God, the same person who couldn't defend the building of the cathedral, turns around and tells you, say, Akufo-Addo NC Cathedral, he has failed. Do you know how many children has benefited from free SHS? Do you know how many children has benefited from TVET? Do you know how many female farmers and now women farmers has benefited from this government? Are you aware that as we speak, from SS1 to level 400 are all product of free education? Something your stupid party said it will never happen. What kind of country are we running? Where a pastor comes and just opens his mouth foolishly because he wants to induce the people. Ujina talking about light off. Is this the first time I am a light off for Ghana and Kofi Oduro? You stayed in light off for fucking 4 years. You claim you stayed in London and you were lying. You were lying, say London, bedroom light here, sometimes when emergency comes, there is no notice. Kofi Oduro, Mr. Martina London, 4 months to 4 years. It is never so. Yes, repairs or building and I say they alert you on it. But who in Ghana does not know, say, our country is facing a big time challenge. Something every government ignored. This government is trying to fix it. And instead of somebody like Kofi Oduro to look at it, he's looking at his offertory that he wasn't able to collect because there's doom so. You stayed in it for 4 years, Kofi Oduro. You stayed in this same thing you are insulting leaders for and insulting people for. You stayed in this same stupid thing for 4 years and I didn't hear a word from you. Kofi Oduro, tell us when you went through from 2013 to 2016, what did you say to condemn Dumso? Mention one thing you said to condemn Dumso. And then you do my ba. Now time one you do my 3 days, 4 days, never any day. And only your papa because that is the foolish party you join. Sometimes some of you, we just sit here and we just want to talk, but when we hear stupid things coming from men you expect to know better, it just takes me off. It just takes me off. Who cathedral of all people, may say, who of all people, you should not even be talking anything about this government because you've never supported this government in any way. Cathedral has never supported this government in any way. So how the fuck does he feel, say, it is right for him to call the day What did you do during the 3-4 years of doing so? Under John Mahama, Cathedral say on this date in 2014, I did and then I spoke against and said, they were not able to solve them so. Some of us, we are alive. Some of us, we are alive. And so long as we stay alive, we will not sit down for people like you to keep lying to Ghanaians to make Ghanaians make the wrong decisions. We will not do that again. Muye the same thing 2008. Rise here fighting against government and at least what pulling Yama on track and all they call. You spoke against them. Today the same cathedral comes around and tells you that if a Kufuado is not able to build a cathedral before you go, then it's a failure. You are rather a failure. You are a big disappointment to God. Cathedral, if you don't know, you are a big disappointment to God. Because other than your reckless speeches, other than you were not able to stand for God when he came. A brand by said Christopher, sorry, waka. Now, yes, cathedral, now, yes, engine and Cathedral, you were nowhere to be found. Where was your voice then? Where was the Jimmy, no more bottom, because you're preaching nothing sensible in it. A very foolish man for that matter. I'm sorry. If you go to his church, I'm sorry, but he is not a true man of God. People like Cathedral cannot glorify God. Jimmy. And no accident, no bar, no where do you want to be and soft what you knew. Cathedral, what you knew. And they are back at you say, young church, software, where Jamaica, Cathedral won't count. Womb where Jamaica, we didn't say, what where Jamaica now. Nagana never full. Because we poor Kigami and Kabu be saying, no, be closing the store one time. Go close that church and go and find some job to do. And I am landing, and people are defending mediocrity. This country, after Nkrumah did these things for us and we started, I'm like pulling like, how many times have we really repaired our electricity situation? You are talking about London. London, there is constant repairs every time. Constant upgrading. Constant upgrading. Besides, who said, what buying Barcelona? How many times were they able to upgrade the cables of Ghana? That is where the problem is, Cathedral. Cathedral, that is where the problem is. What by you know, Uncle Bess, yes, Yabia, and yes, you buy, I bet to be so may call the baby. You don't sit down and fight against something, and then when the thing is not done, you come and tell me, say, and the thing is not done. Do you know what this government is doing? Whoever knows him, no, I'm on tagging his away, some video way, I'm on famano, no starting seeing answer. You are making sense. I'm sorry if you go to the church like I said, but he's not a true man of God. People who love God stand for God. People died because of God. People were hanged just because they just chose to be Christians. People were fed to animals. People were fried alive. Cathedral, yet synchrophobia alive. Yet don't to angwem etchi on my life because they stood for the gospel. What have you stood for? Ama kola keto ko we kaka wure kuda to blokwa we abeti twantro mo de ade no kura akotena censorship when to me improve and you still sit outside and call that project a failed project. Nyansa no we ade na me manem maso yo yate. One man maso you say went to me and into a field. We are poor mama. I'm sorry. I don't want to get into this type of element these days, but some of these pastors, the more you listen to them, the more stupid they sound. The more you listen to people like Cathedral, the more stupid they sound because they just have one agenda. Say, that is all he's doing. Because if it's about Doomso, what did he say when we slept in Doomso for 4 years? And at that time, no, Nigana. Ye there doom some 4 years no. Na Kofi Duro no ni Ghana na. Afe no aba Ghana. Canada, a baby buyer. Yet that light, he said, light off for almost a week. For those in Canada who are watching, it is not a lie. A Koyako, New York, it stretched all the way to New York. And I'm here 30 minutes no matter. When the child was Antrono. So, maybe 30 minutes, it depends on the scope of work. Kofidro. When I say what I learned in 4 years, so say 3 years. If they are going to spend only 30 minutes, it depends on the scope of work they are doing. For all you know, it is just one cable they just want to add on. For all you know, it's just one hole they want to dig. And you expect them to take 2 days to do that. We are talking about a whole Ghana that has not had a revamp of their electricity products. Wire so, cable so, then we've not done that. Keep a blind eye to it. A problem we keep a blind eye to it. Somebody is trying to do something. Am I happy? Say I'm like doom so is a way putting on Ghana. Say Ghana no more be almost free to doom so. No, but is the government doing something to fix it? Hell fucking yes. And that is what I was expecting you to be talking about. Not to go and stand in front of your Amila congregation and talk just stupidly anyhow because you feel say they are sitting there listening to you into it's quite appalling. And by the way, for like those of you who goes to his church, on starting preaching kingdom no. Utie no njai we twa na we cut sebe sam sem hunu no so fudina sorry dem kano. Onjai eno mwa. Obi nim Kofi Duro amon kan kire ne say sa stupid preaching won jai no won preaching no kore de de nkwaje ba oh chapter be say been previous and went to me and defend it. Politicians are sorry at your project here apart from say ye ko sum nyame wo mu no e de adwuma be bre nkrofo enkrofo to wa sorry dem ho oji o tight nso ko hwe adwuma omo ye a teacher for say be e pa adwuma ye e wo wa sorry ho. Where be a school? One more we serious who want to help this country, you know. Be schools to help us. What have you done? Alabaster ministries, what has Kofi Duro done with it? Walking in the markets and preaching nonsense, that is what he has done. That the shameless man comes here today and they want the whole world to just vote for them. For me, Kwesidia, it is a lie. I would not sit down for anybody to run down on the legacies of this government. It will not work. So long as I live, so long as I'm here, it will not work. We would always make sure that the truth and nothing but the truth is spoken. Ya bremone sa and just say and like otain hunu and kwasia time a time nyansen nim and I'm the time nipa for no reason. And I'm telling you, Nanado's record beats all of them. Let's talk about records. Because Kofi Duro, what the Wamako school are results on the Befi and it determines woman pass and I say woman pass it. And yeah, Colana because I am a math teacher and Pemas intimate to me and pass it, and I'm an English teacher and you say, no, what result did they come home with? And if that is what we are going to base it on, then your NDC can never compare itself to MPP, especially not this one, especially not the one another down Kwekufa and Baumia are leading. No, you guys cannot. Because the facts are clear. The facts are clear. When you bring fact, they tell you that, oh, don't speak about the fact. Talk about emotions. Or nun didi and tianka se bibi say. What kind of thinking is that? Who thinks like that? Mimi didi and tigana baby I say. When the cars ask them the trail. People need jobs. This cathedral could have brought jobs. And as I did, we hired a ahaomo. And so in Sri Lanka, I say, Abaya, your friend MPP Abaya, we can talk about so many things. We can say so many things, both positive and negative. But at the end of the day, you know, say yeah, the records, not to want to compare records. This government has really thought well. This government has really paid attention and to the plight of Ghanaians and also helping the Ghanaian people. And that is what we need to look at. Let me do this. Yeah. And that means this how do you call it, this information way, and I felt it's very, very important that we all see a Juma Sebi abaying way by all year Now, because I buy we need and it is in all sectors. It's not just one sector. So many sectors are buying we just to help Ghana, just to see Ghana move to where Ghana needs to be. And I think, or I sincerely believe, sir, that is what we need to do. Utie, that is what we need to do. We need to get rid of all these nonsense things now binding we need to really take our time and see the job His Excellency Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo on ne ba wo mia o ma ye o de boa Evans and come boss but try to say hope say bibia boko me message you man ton ka hope say bibia boko ma Samuel Akono mi chiao na show me chiao when bio Barkisu I see you Yadanaya or say doing the monitoring you mate I see Debra or say more fire DMB afa that is true. Michael Edu me who watches bra or say good evening brother me who your Papa Winter big ups yourself to Morris guy or say Kofi Oduro is fighting for his cousin Julius Debra. Obviously that's why he's fooling. That's why he's fooling, because if you stayed in Doomsor for 4 years and we didn't hear a word from you, then all of a sudden today you come around and trying to be holier than thou. Go and sit somewhere with your craziness. Obi said that man is totally mad. That is SKB at Sonia. Abu Abbas, what it is possible, inshallah, it's already possible. Elizabeth Frimport, it's possible. Nana Techi Ike Brown, to tell them the truth, may I say. I was watching you from UK, keep it up. When you Debbie Brian Andos, and he wears ladies bikini and bra in church. He is the brother of Julius Debra. What do you expect of him? Kufidro Charity Nyano. Hello, mame. Mame mi komo. Madam Charity mi komo ate. Madam Charity mi chiao pa nyame shira also. Miss Olivia. I said that Kufidro, the least said about him, the better. Oh, sorry, I won't preach. And a jamai. They said they are mobi. Omo pe sebi asofo egbo adwaman Ghana ha enipa hen na wo ye anyways Ghana na efo because we benya jimifo bi to say efo kekeli nom obi to say efo kekeli jimi sa within the dead kekeli meaning brightness, and you are not bright. Your name kekeli should show say you are bright, but you are not bright. Somebody sits down and is not able to defend what he claims say he worships. So what you say, and then today you are here talking nonsense. Obi said, "Oh, me mama Joycelyn, I say this is not preaching. Don't mind him. That's not now. Could you know? Me say, I was really seeing you. Cynthia Kwa, Michiapa. Of course, Baumia would definitely come and build this cathedral. Amma Bentel, I say, please speak the truth always. That is all I stand for. Miniaba, that is all I choose to do. That is all I want to do. I don't know why and I heard it from Baumia that diocese word is free for kids. Oh, dialysis, yeah, that's what you mean. I know one some maybe came. Hey, Alana GV, me who watch a papa, yo mate, ubi awa hebia, ushe biano. When you mean shroud, say washer. Bomodena share page in the mammy, and one ever boame. Bomodena share page in the mammy. Mechia Dr. Da Costa Abuaje. CEO, National Health Insurance Authority, NHIS and NHI, for the good worker. Dr. Okoboy, my future president. Say even though say NDC for we no they are veg say omon kan okrenin Ghana for mbedi tro. Yes yeah ya say yes yeah dey ho abo afore, and we would always speak the truth to Ghanaians. Na yankoye mistake. Yeah, sebe. Yeah, the koto aban papa gu ye kofa NDC for ba ye nde ye da so aye wie na Kofi Oduro anwene ho se sebe na ban aba power pen na ye bisa na ban se oba ye no, how many repairs was he able to do even on the how do you call it, on our electricity issue? Nothing. And today you sit there and then you want to come and just tarnish somebody, say so when see cathedral and NHS were failing. You are rather a failure. You are the biggest failure to Christianity. I'm telling you, people like you see, people are not thinking deep. Say sofo jina pulpit so kasa sankwasi asem na. What better can come from sofo no? Forgive me for my network now. I'm trying to use the data. I'm kind of say MTM for data no. It's messing around. I don't know. Say yeah. How do they call it? Insunia there to internet but mommy I tried it. NHIS free dialysis program. one year yare cancer ne saa nneɛma nneɛma no ɛyɛ a wɔn yɛ dialysis na dialysis yɛ adeɛ a ne bo ɛden papa ɛnyɛ kurom anko a wokɔ aburukyire obi a wotie me bia nim sɛ dialysis nyɛ adeɛ a ɛda hɔ most countries kora na ɔmo national health insurance no dialysis is not covered in their national health insurance okɔ America for Obamacare and I say Affordable Care Act na I don't think say these things are free Ghana for ye kɔ ye nimo mama ma ye mistake na me party me bi na nsan kɔto ade wengu nkɔsɛ no Ghana for we are moving somewhere. Ghana is moving somewhere. Mama yenye serious. Mama yenye serious and let's communicate the right thing so people can know the truth. And now you can say all 8 sessions free at 3,929 Ghana cedis per child per month. Okay? Until 8 sessions ni na akwala na bekono. Yeah, the man free. Yes, say children aged below 18 years. They are all going to get this help. All 8 sessions free at 3,928 per an adult above 60 years per month. Which means to say, yeah, bema sebi ye maame no mpanifuo ye nana no mpanifuo a wo mo so sebi wo mo ye dialysis ni ade no from age away 60 and above no wo mo so ye benya no free. This is something that is very costly. Afi you say 2 sessions free at 982 Ghana cedis per month. We say 50% of 2 sessions free at 491 per month, and that is for Mpenifuo no aside. Over 18 years to 59 years, Konfanochi Teaching Hospital, Ho Teaching Hospital, Tamale Teaching Hospital, Afuan Kwanta Regional Hospital, Afuan Kwanta Regional Hospital, and then I am about I'm going to call a hospital. Me free a ye buy me bia me manoko a emergency. Said dear no woman may no who said dear no warrior no who de bia minya is an colanico emergency. Anyways, she had a reaction to something someone sprayed. Why she always knows say she's allergic to something, so why does she put herself into that system? Charlie, it and mama I will not even go and read that message. Anyways, from young 18 years to 59, Kolebu Teaching Hospital benefits from philanthropic support of 380 Ghana cedis. And that is what we are looking for. Ade anane board thing ana government into me end top and I say any pano into me into yano and there ye ni free e de ama ye ne asebi ye vulnerable ye de aban ba said the beya obeye ne ama papa ebebo oman no yamfa aban ma se wo metena onidi keke na mo mehihye ye ban na sa aban ne de ba ebetumi aye den aboa obi. This is what we are talking about. NHIS ekoso na oka kire me se obi oba ya o ma ne gu ye chese Ghana chese thinking no dwene ho amenti ase yo ade chese sa aba we pa Ghana for person wo mo ye sa tactics tantan no e de koto aba ma endis me dwene ho amenti ase because it doesn't make sense. Obi beto national health insurance all bana eka enda so utie all bano Mama Olivia na eka enda national health insurance so oba ye na okono na ade na gu o the card na kwa yenje. I want you to look at this thing. So idea we are yeah Emma Ghana who says sebi mo fanchem you as a Ghana ye ni nyansafo adwene kwa akire wo ho me dwene ho amenti because me nim say I believe in Ghana strongly. I believe that Ghana has a lot of good prominent people. Why do we do this? Ghana has a lot of good prominent people. Why do we do this to ourselves? To make everything look say nyansen bia ni obi atrimu Ghana. They say they are the emotions nkwa. Hey, ya too garimo, ya too crazy mo, ya doom light yo, ya yes say yo, and ya too aduanemu, and a dollar costro, and a petrol costro. It's like that is all. Who told you that is governance? Ghana for like seriously, what are we really doing as a country? Are we really going to play these foolish things again? Especially when we have experienced this before. Adia ya nende ya pay my cost to Ghana. Obi abebe peja Ghana dinesi baby. Sanko obi beto aso. Oba ye no be juri ni na egu ye ne tantantan. NHIS NDC for beto. First and foremost, ye de ba yo no mu njindi. The party of impossibilities. bibia nye papa obuambo mutumi nye amenya amefe I can't have health insurance anya amefe amale anya afe na wo Ghana ni wo to ho wo te say NDC for say enye ye Ghana ni you were there when these people walked out of parliament on national health insurance scheme who reject health care in this world. Why in the poor apomuden se nyansa wo wutirimu aminu abema. Why in the poor apomuden aban bia tumi asi chenku se yam penema yam fa Ghana sika sebe mpreduasa enhwe ehiafo ene mpanifo ayaresa yam fa se eska ne mom no mu nchendi Yemfa says kana ye de be dialysis free ni ade no yemfa mampanifo ni nchendi obi aba wo de says kana ye adwuma wo be bo na baso no wugina ho e na wo de gari olonka jimie e na wo de ye no na ekoto aba e na wo de gari olonka ekoto aba asif se sebe sa ban foforo ba se chedo se ala no se hwan yo hwan na oba obeka se nne ba bi adokono bu adu na oba obete so omumbo ba akoma me. What are we doing? Now, so why do we make Ghana look so cheap? Why do we make Ghana look so cheap and sick? It's like this country is so sick. It's like they don't see nothing good. Somebody comes to meet a national health insurance scheme and he collapses it. Or corona with the card no kwayenje. Oh, your service provided said we will not provide the service because what? Because we are going through what they say. Ye niska, ye debate. This is what they. Oh my God, are you people kidding me, man? Ghana, stop this nonsense, man. Seriously, it's frustrating. It's very frustrating. It doesn't make sense. Would the idea Joby oba okono watitina pansamno enye juma? You know you are in Ghana. Stop fooling, stop lying to yourself. It was not working when they were in power. Like, what kind of sense does it even make? Me de car Joby, me buy ya wanya maintenance. Wa se car na makana bubu, wa park car na si ho. Obi fufura ba be ye car na to tie and no auto yi no auto plots no auto we asisa me ne car no se be anko hwe kura ne comedy na ba wo se de oba ya ye di ja na wan tumi anya ho hwe ni mo no abomoden a chen de oba ya we be siesie car ni because ya to gari olonkam wa dwene na nya adwuma Ghana ni wa dwene na wo mpese be ya adwuma because of say aduane nko a Ovi a weko jina sebe pulpit aka say man shall not live by bread alone. Man shall live by utiriso because at the end of the day that is the only thing you are preaching. Jan fe duane ni teacher free wo kwa mo fa mono yan so ama na kodi ni free eno na kira ban pa. What kind of stupidity is this? Ohima, it doesn't make sense. I'm sorry if I'm harsh today, but these days, because of radio, I want to keep myself calm and neat. But these people are frustrating the life out of me. They are not thinking. They are not being smart. Then I walk at them and say, car will be or buy ya park here and ya juma. Car na ya park you. Yes, it me call a gate nanopoba. Ya park car nesi ho. National Health Insurance Scheme NDC for connect 2.1 billion cedis na daso eka 2.1 billion. I dare them to come and tell me some figures I am and yetro. What kind of life is this? What are we doing? All because I want to see my party in power, all because I feel say my party ba menya scaredy, menya contract, menya say we are not thinking about building the system that everybody can benefit from. NDC for the MPP ban MPP for the. What about the people on the ground? What about the people who don't even vote? What about the floating voters? What about the other people? Why can't we think about Ghana as a whole? Now we always thinking about MPP, NDC, CPP, Alan. Why? It's like there is nothing about the country Ghana. Ghana now you see a free honor. There is nothing positive about it. And we sit down and we watch these nonsense go on our screens. Journalists of no musika nkwan to abodam wo ye journalist yawo wo sese wo suro nyame na nyame wo wakwan mu a eye den na obetumi aye bold aka kire me say obi beton national health insurance scheme akufo di ja no na free maternal care ka ho afi mo ma na me ba mo so mo ma na mo mu bi mako gina baabi say man crofo dada mo say mo fan say mo man no e ba mo so mo asam si fia e na koma me ho aban bia ba yi saa this one afiri wo so wo kata wani akoto abafon de akoma aban a oba ya wantumi anye saa de na ma wadwene nya adwuma. I'm sorry, wadwene na nya adwuma. Because President Kufuor Kono when your national health insurance and kwao or the free maternal care ka ho wo ya awofo wo your ba bisa wo ho say free maternal care ne ba ne say na egu ye na egu da ben. Free maternal care no da ben na egu ye na hwan ya ben so e na sa free maternal care no egu ye. Because Kufuor Kono de aka ho amamo adentia ohiani wa sebi wono mpempro bia sekura na sebi ye ne kodaye sika wo de ko hospital na we he entia ne wo be ko yes still birth wa wo batakola na kaniyem akola ne ba ya akola no ko abu akola ne ba ye wa ye say now aban bi adwene ho say me Kufuor de mi wo sika memba be kwa burochire kura na metumi atua na mbom anti odale ba na wote ho wote beans na se no e bia na wanya chance ya nyeden amfa nyeska de amfa nko hospital yenye ni free ma no na oba no sebe ofa afuro nyame hira na ofa afuro na no won kokokoden on kokokoko hospital ne yenhwe no akola no wadane akola no wayese akola no bibia ho na koma ebo you are given the opportunity to have a safe delivery as a woman. A party comes to destroy that. Aban bia ba be say sa ade na na ebu ma wo free no abese no wo se akoto abade amasa aban na wa say sa ade no onyim nyansa. I'm sorry, there is no way to say this. And people from penny from fanchame, but there is no way to say that. It is stupidity. I don't know how you want me to say it. I don't know how you people want me to dress sa ade no. It's like you can't dress it. It does not make sense. Kufuor ko di jao o ko na egu na obi aba ende national health insurance eye adwuma na mo obi nkan kire o say eye adwuma on renew wo dia ko renew wo dia na eye adwuma. National health insurance scheme eye adwuma NHIS card no eye adwuma me masami jamfi meten kire o say eye adwuma na wo so nyi ntumi say eye adwuma ko hospital ho na find out for yourself. Stop being lazy. Stop being lazy to always be spoon-fed. Like, what kind of stupidity is that? Somebody comes to stop the thing from going on. Then somebody comes to fix it. Then you claim, say, "Dia waba fixing in mo anya de." Okasa dwene ho. Kwesi nyama no na eya o. No kure na mepeka. Obi ba ye na ade na ense ye wabegu no. Wabegu no poto. Obi abama watumi ama ade na ye ade na ye adwuma ende ye nya ho mfaso osi onu mo yempam no ne yenkofa de oba ya wantumi anye ho adwuma no emfa nembra. It doesn't make sense. Minianom, it does not make one bit of sense. We should not allow politicians or whatsoever to make Ghana look say Ghana for ye nim nyansa. And I'm screaming because it's irritating and very stupid for somebody to tell me, say somebody comes to collapse something, but we should clap for him for collapsing it. Why do you hear Juma? Why won't I scream? Eh? Lover of life. If you're really a lover of life, that party you are defending didn't want lives to succeed, didn't want lives to go on. So what did they do? They fought against everything and destroyed it before they left. And you are telling me I should keep quiet and allow those same people come back to power to come and destroy Ghana the more? What sense does it make? What do you gain? What are we gaining? Somebody comes to destroy something. Let's clap for them. Somebody comes to fix what has been destroyed. We can't clap for them because Gary Olunka has increased. Hey. Now, Abaya Bakona Gary Olunka and no, seriously. For those of you who want to do the type of politics, the stupid way of politics, let's do that type of politics. What sense does it make? Tell me what sense it makes. Say, Obiaba, Obeton Adienu E, Oba and Adiana went to me amana nyejuma. Waseno, Weguno, and Wejahoko. Obi Fofraba, Abaye Juma, SCSC, Emma Diani Ye Juma. nkakrakra, any challenges, any issues. And so as system goes on, we what? We make sure we improve bit by bit, bit by bit. Niye improve, niye improve, niye improve. O se yan kofa dia sebe basashe ade na ye de ade na ma na o she na wantumi ama ade na ye no ya to gari olonka mu nti yan kofa no mra obo obeti gari olonka no so ana. Seriously. Calebra ba say mama we ya dwini o. Say ya no mo ye yen. Na ya pam MPP na NDC for so aba. Na omo so na ya pam omo so na omo ko. Na fofraba na so na ya pam omo na omo so omo ko. Na wo politicians ne de sebe ye didi daka asakesiem. Me ba Ghana de ba ko ye me. I don't know. Obi a deputy minister kura oba ade say road no omo clear mu ma no. Woo ne di omo nim na omo ko. Enye mobo. Or your MP, and see a man the police. You see that stupidity? Mr. Meba Ghana, that is what I'm saying, Richard. And I get so sad, say, funny enough. It's like they failed entitled, say Obana say traffic na chia. Or no ye MP no, den, jina traffic nini na, one year ebikura na obi at the KMO, I didn't call hospital. Yen pian in free and yen from moto, and the honorable and him no uncle. And people will come, they will do. NDC will come, they will do. And instead of us looking at how to fix the system to benefit everyone goes like they are aloof. Will be our junior say. And first, the mosquito coil, and I'm a turn 3 CD, and I'm a turn 5 CD into a buying a failure. Hey, are we really serious? Are we really serious? And Patrick, it's only in your thing. I mean, how do you call it? It's only on your a forest bureau that you are buying a $7 for 16 CD. It is only in your forest bureau. Mo face the same way, and this time I bet you wrong. You people think that nonsense thing you guys do, just to get people, excuse me to say, not thinking, people who don't think, to believe you, you come and sit down and tell me, say, wait, hold on. Let's do this. I like facts and figures. That is what I do best. That is what I do best. Facts and figures is what I do. Facts and figures is what I do. We don't sit here and just talk. But now and I Ghana City is this and why is this? I'm trying to say. Okay. Until right now, as we stand, okay, per the currencies going on, one United States dollar is around 14 cedis. And Patrick Kubesika, say Kogbesika was saying, say one of the $1 no, sebe at 16 cedis. Are we serious in this country? Are we serious in this country? CD to dollar. You guys are like, you really want to do CD to dollar? And funny enough, the amoba no matro $1 ASA. Me pacho obi anadwene ye adwuma a onim economics, onim sikemu, onim how forex works no. Please, it is not about like the nominal say. The issue is, what is your rate of depreciation? And then I come back again and tell you, say, go back to 2022, just 2 years ago. How much was the dollar being sold for? 16, 17. From February 2023 all the way until this last month, the dollar has been between 11, 12, 11, 12.50, aqua 13. Okay? But yeah, politics in tea. Young trophy be anto store bemu and it's heavy and there $1 on the 16 cedis. Store bear forest bureau bear no montrem na men kwasa samedia ho. But you will come on platforms write this nonsense and this garbage, not talk about your rate of depreciation. You guys depreciated the city over 300%. Is that also a lie? Is that also a lie? Seriously. You see, they don't even know the strength of their dollar or their cedi. And the CDC are or by West African country, Nigeria, number one. Cedi is the strongest currency in West Africa. You cannot deny that. It is stronger than when you claim say oh my God, this country is doomed. This country is finished. Ghana is finished because critical thinkers nisa. What are you doing nisa? What are you doing your mind nisa? How that like how do people think? It is rate of depreciation for all my economics people, all my money and finance banking people, all my people who know about how do we rate if a currency is doing good? It's the depreciation rate. Adentia business people plan. Adia yana say na adia no call almost 5 cedi. Adia chen wo call ye change. Adia chen wo call ye change. Adia chen wo call ye change. That is what we experienced in 2022. And that is why the dollar went as far as 16, 17 cedis in 2022. And I have given you the record. If you think I'm lying to you, just type it into your own phone and find out, say, in 2022, what was the dollar rate? 2023 to now, the cedi has only depreciated by around somewhere 9%. Somewhere 9%. You can check the figures for yourself. Forest Bureau, almost 16 cedis per the dollar. Catch them, like I mean, Benjamin, it's so sad. Say Ghanaians have allowed these people to get us too much. You know, we've allowed them to get us too much. Okay, so I'm telling you, say at the time when the thing went west, we found a way to bring it down, and you are still telling me that someone who, when the dollar went up, he couldn't bring it down. It went up onto the left office. It's better. It doesn't make sense. Anyways, I have these few things I wanted to do. The first one, let me do this quick so I can move on. Ghana reverses trade deficit, records surplus of 5.3 billion in 2023. Now, my question to anybody watching me from any government you are in, okay? How do we get surplus? We get surplus when we are producing at least more of the things that we are consuming. Economically, that is all that it means. Okay? And for 4 consecutive years since 2022, since 2022, no, actually 2020, okay, when we talk about a country having surplus, 2021 yenya surplus, 22 with all the hardship yenya surplus, 23 yenya surplus, 2024 yenya surplus. And you sit there and tell me, say, buying now or no aba, you can't say bear one district, they say but it is bearing fruit because we are now beginning to see trade surplus. Meaning the things that we are producing, I mean like the country is able to produce more to take care of itself than it did before. How do you sit there and tell me, say, young pamos are buying no, na young folk be buying bra because to them, no, by force they have to come to power. It doesn't make sense. We want NDC to show us which year they got us even 1 cent surplus. Mr. Evelyn, welcome. Catch me. NDC former country and say, yes, so in this year, we were able to get trade surplus. Let them tell us. Obi anya surplus. But we better chin obi a wabe born home thing hardship nene ama okomini ni nano. We to me the anya surplus. Dia we nya ne mo say, yam pamo dia we benya surplus nene yam for nombra. You see how our brains think? Mr. Evans, you see how our brains think? Obi or no aba or no idea no enyo, but or trying the best or better or be fixing no. Yam pamo no. na yankofa de ade no beton ye o say na mbra because edu ne so say so no so ba power ye say 8 years 8 years into 8 years na so nipa akofa na aba no sebe onbo number kra yemfa ma no mbra message Ghana. How do we think that way and expect Ghana to develop? How can we think that way and expect anything positive to happen to this country, especially when the positive thing being done are not even like nobody is caring about them? The positive things that they're doing, nobody cares about them. It's like they don't care. And I carry along kakosro, emu along kakosro. A bit busy. A bit busy. Carry along kakosro. We say kosro. We say kosro. Like how? Me patro mama me 1 second. Why? Who is it? Oh, me ye e yi kakra me ba. What is school by now? Onia. Me am we life to see until am we see am. Remember we go more down. It doesn't make sense. Yes, I can be a fool because I always have to speak with the truth. All right? I'm not a moron like you, Damba Hassan, who has voted for NDC all your life and your life still looks like shit. You voted NDC for over 27 years and your life is still in tatters. You've not been able to create anything better for yourself because you were a lazy fool who feels that it is a president that is coming to make your life easier. I'm talking about the things that we can find. So instead of you saying I'm a fool, you should show me that, hey, fool, you are a fool. Do you know why? Because when Mahama was in power, we got a trade surplus of this, that. But we are booing to me, that's how figures. Al Hassan, you are a fool, so you can't come with facts. You only come and fool around and talk nonsense, speak nonsense, keke. Hey, Jimmy, then yes, I'm living in Ghana. Foolish boy, I'm in Ghana right now. If you don't know, I'm telling you, I'm in Ghana right now. So don't think I'm in a bruchery. That's all you know. And you are you living in Ghana? I'm living in Kosovo. Jimmy Fuenyan sending me to politician said him would diagro. Me say, Ankawo Kasano Bambe, said Dambo, said Bambo, said one way last. Nankawo de Mahama su figures ya ba. Eh? For real. Let's be honest. Let's be realistic. Okay. So let's bring Mahama. Me pacho, what was his record on trade balance? But you are telling me, said your buyer when your trade balance positive, no? Or no more, papa change your when your trade balance positive. Who are Jimmy for? Because you're only doing politics for politics' sake. I'm for NDC, I'm for MPP, so I'll just speak like that. But if you're a clear person, who you'll be a nyansan who trim, who you'll be a would drink idea, what the fact here, Juma, you would also bring your fact. FELIX APPIAH bekan say. Yes, so you call and say, na Mahama, yeah. Duke Blankson, is your head straight? I have showed you, say, these are the records of Nanado. So for you to show me that Nanado has failed than Mahama, show me the records of Mahama. Why can't you guys do that? Seriously, let's be honest. Because when you take your child to school, and this is my analysis always, it is the marks the child comes home with. It is the percentage the child comes home with. That is when you know, so why are they and I say, on ya dear. And I just showed you facts. These are facts. I didn't manufacture this. So if you think, say, Felix is talking nonsense, why don't you bring which year NDC from 2008 all the way Umutuminya trade balance here positive? Omo famra. They don't have it. We can ask them, I'm a beko. And we can go tooth for nail when it comes to that. If you want you bet to me all the evidence that goes with it. Tell us what your government was able to do. Show us the record of your government. Let us know what your government has done. You guys are not able to bring that. When we talk about that, they run away. When you talk about trade deficit, they run away. When you talk about they run away because the facts do not benefit or does not benefit NDC. And for them, anything that does not benefit them, they will not accept. Anything at all that does not benefit them, they will not accept. The issue I'm asking here again is that I'm saying we have been able to chalk trade surplus for all these years. can your party also show us under them? Because now we are comparing. You want to know who did better. So I'm asking you, say, what was the rate, or what was Muhammad's own, what surplus was he able to gain for the country? And if you don't know the economic principles of how we get surplus, I've already explained. You can also go find your NDC gurus, let them explain to you. What I don't get is the fact that they are obaya one beye juma. The obaya sebi went to me and for bibi papa muamano. Yes, wonu muaya deachin ubi awaba. Despite a car, despite a hotre, despite all the things this government has gone through, no, they have still found a way to keep a trade balance that is positive. And you are in Ghana, and instead of you looking at those, you don't look at those figures, because those figures will not benefit you. You don't look at those figures because those figures will not be kind to you. But I'm telling you, on any day, when it comes to economics, when it comes to who has done better, who has performed better, the records are there to speak for itself. Okay? The records are there to speak for itself. What are you also saying? Huh? I'll add this. Yanko. You know? Good. So for those, hold on. Let me take this off so we can do a historical analysis of it for Ghanaians to know. Okay? We are not here to play jokes with them. No, I don't want this one. Yanko. No, I don't want this one. Yanko. Okay, let's try this one. Now look at this. For those of you who want to compare, I want us to compare now. I'm ready. For those who want us to compare, I want us to compare. Ubi Ameshebi. Me pese NDC for Omonfa Mahama a trade a yimrein. Now, what is trade surplus? That's the first thing to note. Yanko. We will force these fools to learn. Yeah, Momon Medada and Organa Bio. Because so no person not buying Benti. Yeah, sir. Facts in the media go on, you can also check it. All right. Tiha. Say you can say trade surplus. I see anything. Say obianya surplus and obianya surplus, as Ghanaians will say it. Trade surplus. What does it mean? The amount by which the value of a country's exports exceed the cost of its imports. And this for me say mo e ban economy amamon kasa o. Utie e ban economy, you guys should not talk crowd. Tell say mo crowd dey no kwasa nka mo kasa Ghana ha. Ye ka economy mo kama no ntum ko pe ba bi na. Yes, it trade surplus and they say when the value of a country's export, they are a free or man de kono, exceeded the cost of what we import. Because and then yama bebre wa wa na ye kokra de ba. Nyame ada romenti ye twitwa son kakra and yama ni bi wa ya ye tumi ye na hentini ye na ha because me ye na ha na se airfo a aden na ese me ko import no hyehye de ba ebebeton de twamene. This is governance. Okay? President Kufuor left office in 2008. Ghana's trade surplus, okay? And I said Ghana's trade balance was negative 5.58 billion. Meaning say, ye niyama bebre no ne ye den ye kra de ball man. You can't just say, how can you tell me this story? Say, Obi Aba, and niyama ye kra ball man na so te. And the young money a DB Quamon on near cotton aquajiska was your be a 1 year, Juma and the yan by any bit of quabon take cotton and disca brayano or no more nya papa. Now they are all one sabi toothpick a cranny a cradebano. Eh, papa, what Jenny yet Juma minia ganani? Because NDC should not talk. These are historical data, trade balance. Look at Professor Mills in 2009. Trade balance was negative 3.39 billion. 2010, negative 5.29 billion. 2011, negative 4.89 billion. 2012, negative 5.14 billion. 2013, John Dramani Mahama is now the president of Ghana. Look at it. Negative 6.21 billion. 2014, negative 4.4 billion. 2015, negative 4.38 billion. 2016, when he was leaving office, our trade balance was negative 3.8 billion. This is what he left. What is wrong with some of you? Seriously, look at 2017, negative 1.69. 2018, 0.71. 2019, negative 1.39. 2020, Ghana started getting positive trade balance. These are facts. 2.5 billion positive in surplus. 2021, we were able to make 1.10 billion. 2022, 1.82 billion. 2023, thereby 5.3 billion positive. So how do you tell me, say, their trade balance is negative? What? Mr. Evelyn, on mine we won't. Me say me come tell me say Yesu cry normal the number one hwa na we sebe obe feel cause nyansa ni ho ye the emotions no na me dem NDC o na NDC for yes say baby sane wo beko ade ne de obi adibi inte say ebe dibi say edibi say edibi say edibi say edibi. That is all Ghana has now turned into. When to me and you're positive, unya negative for all your 8 years in office. Obi awaba 4 years in a row. One mouth positive trade balance. Ghana for say young pamo di awama ye positive trade balance no. Na young kofa dia sebium prediasa. Unya negative a trade balance no. Se umbi di Ghana subio. Anjene na enye adwuma. Utie, wadwene keke na enye adwuma. Anyways, I will not even delve into that. Now, Shadia, this is what they are putting down. Ghana makes 11.5 billion trade surplus in first quarter of 2024, meaning January to April. January to April, we made 11.5 billion trade surplus in quarter one. Ose yampamono. Na yanko fa de ono ba ya sebe. When I'm part we Ghana Statistics Service o. No one can say MPP for. Ntina me de onuafo yi na ba ya no we onua na post ye. Onua TV, onua FM. Eno na mutie. Ntina makofo omo de e ba be kire mo no. Shade. Yamfa no nto nchen. Another issue I wanted to touch on. They are complaining about a loss or central bank losses. Now, in fact, do they even understand when we say central bank Kenya loss? Do they understand it or you can't loss? Nigerians will be a discount. Is that what Ghanaians understand by having a loss? Is that what they get? So you can say, okay, Bank of Ghana made a loss of 3 billion. That means Obia could discount 3 billion. What kind of politics are we doing in Ghana? To buffer my point, me de idea way to ho for a reason. Ghana ti way ye ko ekobobo sia ma leader me chiao. Obi nkwado me chiao. Ghana wo way ye ko kobobo sia. Efri amanone na sebe ye de abedidi. Ye de bia bobo sia, ye de bia ama akuafo, ye de bia ma aye schools, ye de bia ye ne ama ye na ye ni na. Na hwa ade Ghana ye mobo. One more ye call on chen ko jiska no. Minu aba ma utie me. Broni na ye call in chen ko jiska no utie. Broni no ono na ye call no hoko bobo sia di bedidi no. Maame, ono kura ne bank enya loss. Me say ya ma ya dwene anye adwuma to be a politician, and that is why I have taken this tax on. It is so hard on me sometimes, but I have to do it to let people know the truth. Baby, I yen ye ko hoko bobo sia. Edi be ye man yi kura no. One more recorded losses in 2023. U.S. Federal Reserve Bank and almost the 114.3 billion. On a central bank, no. That is the loss they made. Central Bank of Turkey, 25.25 billion loss. And please, all these are in dollars. These are not in cedis. Ghana for 60 million Ghana cedis lost. Yay! Oh my, we are 60 million. Oh my, we are scano. Hey, my, we are. Hey, whoa. Ekufadum for confess cano. My D. No, my discano. No, my mobia. No, my we are scano. No, my we are scano. No, my we are scano. This is where you go to borrow. Germany. Whoever thought a prudent country like Germany will run a loss? Germany, Germany recorded a loss. 23.45 billion loss. Seriously. Life is so unfair. They call Singapore Central Bank. They are not comparing it to Singapore. Singapore is at a tune of 22.8 billion. Dollars, please, not cedis now. Central Bank of France, 13.3 billion loss. European Central Bank, 8.6 billion. Central Bank of Canada, where I come from, because I'm a Canadian as it stands, $5.7 billion. Australian Central Bank, $3.78 billion. Swiss Central Bank, $3.6 billion. Central Bank of Ireland, $143.41 billion. Central Bank loss. How do you then come to tell me, say, Bank of Ghana, I recorded loss? Logic, no, it doesn't make sense. How am I person it does not make sense. Now let's go here. My last slide I'm then I'll call it a day. Senior Dennis did this on the last time he did a show. In 2009 to 2016, 2017 to 2022, and counting, completed road projects. In 2009 to 2016, Ghana Highway Authority constructed 581 kilometers of road. Ghana Highway Authority for 2009, Mahama nene boss. Up to 2016, Nana Mahama and Kasaya boss. Central Ghana Highway Authority for constructed 581 kilometers of roads. Now, Yanko 2017 to 2022. Acquire here and a Ghana Highways Authority etumiaye 1,505 kilometers. So, in actual essence, we have constructed 1,000 more roads or kilometers in the Ghana Highway Authority sector than NDC did. Department of Feeder Roads, 2009 to 2016. Acquire omo constructed here 1,613 kilometers. 1,613 kilometers. The same Department of Feeder Roads in 2017 to 2022, I constructed 7,129. Over 5,000 more kilometers than they did in 2009 to 2016. How do you tell me that is a better government than what you are getting? Since when did one become bigger than seven? Since when? Say one, bigger than seven. It doesn't make sense, Minia. It does not make one bit of sense. We need to be careful. Department of Urban Roads, also from 2009. Please, these are not empty lies. It's either you are coming with your own figures or shut up on my page. Versa Asaru and Associate for Mabobo Botaya Jimina Modetegana Jimino. These are facts. I didn't manufacture these facts. So if you think what we are saying is wrong, bring your own. Simple. No, I'm not back in Canada. I'm still in Ghana. I'm being a big fool because I'm exposing your party's stupidity. Having idiots like you go on platform to show your ignorance. I have given my figures. Can you provide me with your figures? No, but you sit here and insult. We are boa. Nyansa na eni utri because I don't know who I want to be a man me challenge the amedeba ayeno. Vesama was a you did not bring anything. This is Department of Ghana Roads. Who call Ghana Roads are a government agency. At the honti obi a record at the You don't read, you don't research. You just come onto people's page and show how ignoramus some of you are and how dirty and stupid some of you think. For you to tell me that somebody constructs 11,000 kilometers of road, but that person is not better. But the one who constructed 4,600 is better than the one who constructed 11. What do you mean? Some of you went to school, but the school you went to school. Oh, Felix is saying this is what they did. But when I also check the facts, it's not so. Felix, you are lying because this and this is what the figures were. You don't come with figures. You don't come with data. You don't come with nothing. You just come to say it is a lie. Somebody is idiot. Somebody is foolish. Without bringing anything at all to tell the person, said, "Yeah, what can you throw?" By the way, for your information, I'm not somebody who just puts a camera on my face to talk. If your people have not told you about me, go and ask about FELIX APPIAH. Okay? Better go ask about FELIX APPIAH. If you think both parties are doing that, that is up to you. NDC for no more banning at the record chairman, they say, "Muni na majai, madania for franto for." Eh? They say, "Muni na madania for franto near ifo." Yeah, the fact never no majai me NDC nibio. These are the facts. Bring yours to counter what I'm bringing. Seriously, because on any day, I've already said it, none of these independent candidates are going to win any election in Ghana. I'm telling you that for a fact. It is either NDC or MPP. At least for now, that is what we have. How can you send me figures when I don't reason? You are a fool. Because if you have figures, you don't hide them. It is not for me. It's for the viewers who are watching. It's for the viewers who are watching the records we are putting here. It is not for me. So you think you have an alternative fact, you post it here. And you show us where we can get the reference. This is coming from Roads Ministry, where everybody's record is there. Rollins dear woho, Kufuor dear woho, Mills dear woho, Mahama dear woho, Nanado dear woho. Everyone's record is there. That is what we are talking of. So can you bring me yours? Seriously. Can you bring me yours? Say, okay, Felix, you said this, it is a lie. This and this is what is there. Because John Mahama himself said it. He said he has constructed, as at 2016, when he was giving the State of the Nation's address, he has constructed 3,000 kilometers of road. Mahama said it. Seriously. Mahama said it. Mahama said it. So, now, like you are telling us that we should not believe Mahama's own figure, the person you are chasing and want to become president again. We can't use his figures to talk. Like, what's going on? Oh, fellas, so boy, for the end brand, and share, Miss family, Ambra, one Fabian, Ejina Ho Kankwasi Asem. Because you don't research. Vasema was a wine, because you don't research. You are pained. That is what you are doing. You are pained. Because you people thought, say, was going to stick. So long as I'm in Ghana here, this lies. The more radio station and TV stations I go, the more I'll be taking these figures to ask the people. It's like I don't get them. How the fuck do you come here with no figures? You come with no data. You come on my page to show your stupidity. Because you feel, say, you are sitting at the back of the thing so you can type anything. I know your political affiliation by the way you talk. You are a fucking NDC guy, so shut the fuck up on my page before I even block that stupid name you have. Stop talking nonsense on my page. If you can't bring anything correct to come and counter what I'm doing here, shut the fuck up and let me do my program. Because the city has been arrested because your stupid party couldn't even hold it. How did you come to meet the city? Oh, connect that saying, do the percentage rating since you claim so let me tell you what depreciation does. That is what we calculate currencies. As we speak, the cedi is the strongest currency in the whole of West Africa. It is the fourth strongest currency in Africa. Can you show me under which year Mahama was able to make the cedi the strongest currency in West Africa? Just 1 year. Can you show me that figure? Can you show me the figure where Mahama was able to take our cedi to be the fourth strongest currency in the whole of Africa? Can you bring those figures? Why? Because at this time, no, me the mama rough because I'm here, I'm down here, and I'm seeing the work that is being done. Jimmy Four, bring your records. If you can't bring your records, shut the fuck up and let us do our program. Because you are not bringing anything useful to the plate. You are just here to do the little stupid thing they send you people to go to pages to do. Oh, I will stand for the truth and let you people, everybody know how stupid that party is. A foolish party that has no records. A foolish party that does not believe in data. A stupid party that does not even want to work with the records available. Yet the roads, roads ministry. Yet the omude techre. Ghana roads and highways, yet they tre. Feeder roads for the yet they tre. And yamen ametro, that is the record there. What's there be? Fadia Bradia, on farmer, a very well done free NDC. Said, do I know your political affiliation? By the way you talk, we know who you are. You can't employ even my daughter for your information. You cannot employ even my daughter. Especially when you are just a charge and pay fucking way. I'm like, how do you call them? Do you people even win cases? How many cases have you won with that so-called associate that you have to come and employ me? Go and employ your village people. They need work. They are the one who are crying that this government hasn't created job for them. So go and tell your village people that you have work for them. Who bet my employment? Who do not can you employ? Go and employ your family. Or family for that Jimmy for no matter any trauma for no. Go and employ them. Go and employ your stupid family. Go and employ them. As Siako said, you employ with 3 so pampas. So more bottom. Eh, damn na some of you no more bo. Some say, who do why don't you employ them? Eh? Why don't you employ them? Why don't you employ them? Me, I don't need your job. I'm okay. And for your information, this thing I'm doing, even this alone, is job. I'm penny and Yansen I say you can employ you can employ with 3 so no pampas. I see a cocaine, no mamma enum. And no name we are not when I finish my cocaine, it is your mother who is lying down. Mamma Dicodino. I'll boo bin and chonwe. I see I'm penny. I'm blocking a crime free page, so Jimmy for a send with 3. Get the fuck off my page. As Siakwa. You can employ with 3 so pampas. So can you even go and employ your stupid family? They need it. I don't need it. I'm good. Utie, I'm very good. I don't need that employment. Go and give it to your family. They need it. And more at some more Jimmy Fonqua, Motiviasana, Modian Quasia, Samon Qua, Jimmy, yet the fact and a mamma on a move, Johnny. Yet the fact and a mamma on a move, Johnny. I'll boo be an with 3 so. And blocking the crime free system, no more. Boo be son away. Me, son free so. Jimmy for a send him with 3. How the fuck do you tell me that somebody was not able to do anything? Away. Put no you cry mash him up. Away, into tin in free or crowd. Boy be san. I don't know. Siakwa. My office say me easy one. Me say he is an question comment no cross free so take him off from that page. Boy be na enche one way. Remove him. Remove him, cry. Asiakwa. Obe employ with 3 so no wa pampa so. Ya bo bi pa ma me pa kwa Asiakwa. What Ghana na Jimmy Sam nko a laziness. Laziness nko a Jimmy fo. Sa fa ho bra. Oh yeah. Me yi na free system no mukra. On fa ne kwasi anko. Sebe on fa anko man ono Jimmy fo ni bi. Bodam fo. O wa himpo. That's all. I don't know. Yeah. Jimmy. We are talking facts, not stupidity. Anyways, that is the end of my presentation. Let me just give a shout out to this beautiful picture where you have here. I happened to meet Afro Nita before she left for how do you call it? Neighbor. Neighbor. Asiakwa. Anyways, like I was saying, I was able to meet Afro Nita before she embarked on this wonderful milestone on Akolano, Akwakoya and Kama. And I want to thank the diaspora office, Madam Nadia, Dr. Nadia to be precise, for the supporter or the ma Afro Nita and Abigail, especially making sure that they got all your, how do you call it, got their visas and got everything within a short possible time. These are things that we need to sell. These are things that we have to do, and I think this girl deserves a lot of praise. We should celebrate her more than what we are doing. Akolana onenesa no, you say Akolana will ear defect, and I say on shedder and TSM. You know, they are using hearing aids and all those things. And if you see how they gel beautifully on stage, it shows you say Ghana and pa and I'm glad that happens to be like the verdict that they had. Media, I strongly believe say na sanka someone we ni krana omo ye 2. Na me person ko ye number 2 at least. But broni de bia obepe kwan bi or the technicality bi burial na omo push omo de e ba ye Ghana for de ana ye kunya de e de omo ko. So this was a picture that was taken in the office of the diaspora head, Dr. Nadia office. I think a week or so before they left for London. I gave her what I could give her. I told her what I could tell her, and I just encouraged her. And I'm so proud that she actually went there and made Ghana proud. And so, Afro Nita, I'm featuring you on my page today, and thanking you so much for helping the name of Ghana high. One thing I enjoyed about your presentation was that you represented Ghana. You represented Ghana with the flags, with the outfits you had, with the type of dances you did. And in finals, there was this dance class that's almost which was very refreshing to watch. So for me, dear, you guys still remain my winners for British Got Talent. And I pray, sir, you don't make this just a one-time thing. You know, I think, sir, you should go ahead and try it out again. And I believe, sir, Yankopon Ebeboa Emma way to me. I left it and collect the Oma level. So Afro Nita, you have an amazing family. Your sister, your dad, your mom, very supportive. Your manager, who is also supportive in the picture, as we could see. I mean, they all do good. I'm like, did good. Abdul, you did an awesome job by making this connection happen. So congratulations once again, Afro Nita and Abigail Dromo. May God elevate you so that you go higher from what you have done here today. Charlie, it's for Hana Media and the broadcast, and the Hana Media and the live from ABC. I hope said the better honor. Obi home, me buy me nyama me nsa. Kufidro and kwasi asem o kan me reply here. Me we na me sign de Ghana. The trade balance ya yenya Machire mu say trade balance chere say ye de niama more e kwa bonten koton che niama e bo man ni mu sa na tie mema NDC ni nkan chere say na Ghana ye te bibia ye kra enye nokre first na na nokre say bibia ye kra and then te sa intima mu bi medada because we have a trade surplus that is positive. And if you want to know, Ghana makes 11.5 billion trade surplus in Q1. Okay, that is January to April. No, we made 11.5 billion Ghana cedis in just Q1. That is commendable. NDC 4 pa. I didn't want to do this, but Mama menye no mayen in just 2 minutes and then I will close. Me nim samatia banan saying ya papa mahama em se okada no still ente nani so. Na enam views ene votes actually nye views enam votes are painting no onam no kansem hunu no work kansem promise bio me pa cho se mahama ka cho se o you okada driver na obema okada echi na wa ma blue ticket na yellow ticket na ade me pa cho me nyini ndi ade ntia we ntia monhwa ade. This was Mahama in 2012 and Opase Saulo no. Mahama passed the law making Okada business illegal. Okay? Yankwa what the article says. And this was reported on all the media stations, but I'm using Peace FM. Here. NDC presidential candidate John Dramani Mahama, who is seeking re-election in December 7 election, has pledged to legalize popularly called Okada in Ghana. Legalizing Okada business is one of the major promises that the former president and the NDC seeks to undertake should Ghanaians give them the nod to come back to power. Dr. Bawumia is thinking about we raising people who are thinking outside the box and creating stuff, who are creating robots, who are creating machines and stuff. Mahama is thinking about how many people who can ride Okada. I told you that man has a problem. However, currently, a law has been made which bans Okada business in the country. Adewe Makachiremu so many times. Obi said, oh, Debbie, he made no. This article is 2020, but I'm showing you say Mahama made sa law no in 2012, and if you check it, it is there. And you're in America. Why? Mahama made that law in 2012. For those of you who are watching now, 2012, no more call Parliament 2013. Obedi president na or sent it to it sampa uchi okada yenche we illegal business. Intino, I'm just using the article now at the buyer. Now let's go in. Now, it is therefore in respect of the law that the Ministry of Transport has released a report to tell Ghanaians under whose administration was the law to ban Okada business enacted. The Ministry of Transport, in a statement copied to peacefm.com, disclosed that road traffic regulation, President ya wadem mrako say yenjai Okada chi John Dramani Mahama. Real. Don't think me akwesi men kasake ku ebi a won pemasem, but masem wa make and the no cre. Shadie 2012 LI 2180 regulation where by traffic regulation 2012 LI 2180 was passed by a previous NDC administration under the leadership of former President John Dramani Mahama in 2012 to make the commercial use of motorcycles in the country illegal. Mami miem any. Inti now say ya papa Mahama so person Okada for uchi Okada. Now sa LI 2180 ya or pass no in parliament now I sent it to it in 2012 no has to be taken away or has to be gone. And so we free up. Inti it has to go through parliament. What is the guarantee say? Sebe parliament ebenya the numbers it takes to take it from being illegal to legal. John Mahama is not coming to do anything for Ghana. Mama ya avoid no. Okada na yetwi ni kurumu ha yenu anoma one off omutwi Yantis will be a catcher on Moon Chida. John Mahama no say, Okada accident no ya na no shedodo ono ebanesa untumi ndidi. Enti saade a yen hyehyemra na ye make Okada riding illegal. Wo a wo pese wo hu emra Mahama hyehyɛ ye na emra ne din de LI 2180. LI 2180. Ye passing the 2012 ebra ye papa Tamiris wu ya ye dane kuro no ana ye dane oman no e de ma John Dramani Mahama e na saade ni si ye. Okay. Let's continue. We come here with nothing and nothing but the facts. Yanko. Now, the Ministry of Transport has taken notice of a public debate on the legality of the Okada business. The ministry therefore wishes to inform the general public that the law which makes Okada operations illegal, the Road Traffic Regulation 2012, LI 2180, was passed in 2012 by the then NDC administration under the former president, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. The same person is telling you he's going to make Okada legal, and you believe that. The same person who creates a law to make Okada business illegal is now telling you so bad Obama Okada are illegal. We need to be careful. Ghana for Mesremo. We need to be careful. We gave 27 years free to NDC. So omo fans sa Ghana. Omo entimi ansa Ghana. Enye 4 years. For sa pemu honeymoon. 4 years or pemu honeymoon. EDBA yi the ministers na appointees na ade no. Ena Mahama ebesesa Ghana. Let us reject them. We your academia after seeing this na say obufu Mahama. Because na mrebie ni wa ehya mo se mamu ntwi Okada wo kuro mu. Na mrebie ni ho sa. And they utra Okada so na for how police for how na police for you say mra Mahama ma ye hyehyɛ ye na ma ye how eno na me de akere no LI 2180 enyem tro na kwasi apia me betena ha medi no na me de say now senior Dennis no mu ni na adapt say now we are going to do our best, okay, to speak with the facts. Okay? Mesrao, again, you can also Google this thing I have said. You can go through parliamentary hazard and find this say in 2012, LI 2180 was established and enacted by Parliament, and it was done and signed by President John Dramani Mahama. It is a fact. It is a fact. And there's any pana say oba no was say about make srew se woko na LI 2180 no wen hu a na wa be frame a liar. Seriously. Se woko na dia mekan no e ni ho said there is an LI sir, then you can call me a liar. But until then, I want you guys to learn sense, especially the NDC for no. Let's learn sense. The Jimiena does was system no mudodo. When you point in the muncham no yemu na kese. Sister Charity, we have to talk. I will call you or I'll message you so that we will talk. Everybody that has been supportive, sharing my page and helping one way or the other, no, continue to support. It's not easy. I'm here working. I'm not here playing. Nobody should think that I'm here enjoying myself. This is the only Ghana I'm about. Men to me and then Angie Meni, Michael do say, Ghana way the ameba, you know, and to me I'm a Jimmy cry because and there kofa or chinakwaha and nebi shia we waha, kokasawaha, koyese waha, in your chance ya, Masaya ko radio, in your chance ya, Masaya political zone. I'm here working. I'm here working. As hard as it is, I have spent a lot. God is my witness. Okay, God is my witness. I have spent a lot. They say, me dear come savings money na. All because I want to see this country move forward. All because I want Dr. Baumia to win. Because on no win, you'll be to me at one your mapana, His Excellency Nanado Danko Kufuado. I know, Nagane to me up and to my pay for. Mama my young no reference to you. Mama my young Mama Hama and some more can I say we have short memory, no, and back true. Let us show them that we don't indeed have a short memory. meda mu nyinaa ase sɛ mutumi tie me na mentena ne mu nkyerɛ mo bye bye.